Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to our new science session. Well, actually, it's learn and have fun session. All right. And today we will be doing some science and learning a little bit about science. Okay. If you have any questions, you know that you can always use chat, and I'm going to try to answer all of them. Okay. Well, by the way, my name is Natalia Joswig. Well, you know me as Miss Nataly at Orvalle. I teach fourth grade of primary. Okay. And well, I'm going to stay with you today. Okay. So let me just share my presentation I prepared for you first, and then we will do something that I've prepared for you. Let me just share the screen here. All right. Okay. All right. So, as I said before, learn and have fun science session. And let's see what we're going to learn about today. So, what is a volcano? How are volcanoes formed? Because this is very curious and very interesting, right? How volcanoes are formed, why they erupt. Why do volcanoes erupt? The world's most active volcanoes, and our experiment for today, volcano trapped in a magical glass. Let's go to a first slide. What is a volcano? Well, basically, as you can see, and I'm sure that you've seen in some documentary movies, or maybe you've visited even like a volcano, you've seen a volcano from a distance. Volcano is a mountain, okay? Well, it's a mountain with a hole, all right? This hole opens downward. What does that mean? That it opens down to the ground, yes? And there, at the bottom, there is like a pool, imagine like a swimming pool of molten rock. Okay, and you would ask me, what is a molten rock then? Well, molten rock is like a liquid rock. I know that sounds very curious, that how can a rock be liquid, right? Because normally when we think about rocks, so we can see on the beach or even in our garden, we think that rocks are normally solid, okay? Well, this rock is called, this molten rock is called magma, all right? And it's below the surface of the earth. It's boiling hot. It's boiling hot. It's very, very hot, and we can't really see it because it's down there in the earth's core, like the earth's heart, we would say. How are volcanoes formed? Okay, so I've prepared like a very, very basic description of a volcano because, well, of course, I mean, there are lots of layers of the earth when we talk about the earth itself and about the geosphere. Okay, so the solid part of the earth. Well, volcano, as I said before, this is the molten rock right here. So it's called magma, okay? And it's down the surface. When magma rises up, when it goes up and the volcano erupts, lava comes out of the volcano. So when lava is outside of the volcano and magma is inside the volcano, all right? So now you know the difference between two of them, because sometimes we get confused. We say lava inside, magma outside. No, magma inside, lava outside, all right? And of course, when volcano erupts, there are also hot ash and gases released. They're very poisonous. So whenever there are people that live next to the volcano or not very far from the volcanoes, when there is like a big eruption and all these hot ashes and gases are released, these people have to be evacuated. So they have to move to a different place because it's very, very dangerous for their respiratory system, for the respiration. Yes, when we breathe in, when we inhale this toxic gases. All right. Well, here it's also like I've written that when a volcano continues to erupt, it becomes bigger and bigger. So it becomes bigger in size, okay? You would ask, why do volcanoes erupt? Okay, well, so imagine that down, like deep there in the surface, yes, the Earth's crust, this is how we call it in the scientific language, the Earth's crust, the Earth's core, we know that there is magma, all right, there. And well, where magma is like exactly this part is called mantle, yes, mantle of the Earth. This is made up of huge like platforms, huge slabs called plates. All right, like a plate where you put a food. Imagine. They're called plates. And these plates tend to move sometimes. And this movement, okay, causes earthquakes, terremotos, all right, and volcanic eruptions. So when these plates move, this is what happens, yes, and can cause a lot of natural disasters, earthquakes, volcanoes eruptions, as I said before, and even tsunamis, okay, in the oceans. All right, the world's most active volcanoes, all right, the biggest one and the most active is in Hawaii, all right? It's in Hawaii. Then we have one very close to us because it's in Italy, Etna. All right, in Italy, you know that Italy is Spain's neighbor. And then in La Reunion Island, which is on the Indian Ocean next to Madagascar. Okay. All right, and now the fun part. Yes, the fun part of our session today, volcano trapped in a magical glass experiment. Well, materials we will use here are, so I'm gonna introduce them now so you can all see them very, very well. And you can get ready now and we will do all together. This is a very simple experiment and you will see that there are some chemical reactions happening while we do it. And well, you will see that it looks like a real volcano, okay? So let me just move it a little bit here. And you can see, let me just sit down too. Okay, so we would need a bowl, okay, a bowl or a glass of wine. Well, as you can see here, I chose a glass of wine, okay? And then I don't know if you can see sharing here, if I still share the presentation. No, I don't think so. Okay, so a glass of wine. I've chosen a glass of wine. Okay, then we will need oil. It's called aceite de girasol. Okay, in Spanish. A little bit of water, like 1/3 of water, like in the glass. Yeah. And then food coloring. Okay, food coloring. Well, when we think about the volcano, when we think about lava, when we think about magma, we know it's very hot. So the hot colors are red, like dark red, a light red, yes, even orange. So if you don't have red color, you can use orange, you can use maybe yellow color too, yeah? Well, I have two different red colors. One is called the red sunset, which is darker, okay? It's not very bright. And the other one I'm gonna mix is just red, okay? And then, okay, so I've introduced water, I've introduced oil, I've introduced our magic glass. And there's this magic moment when we talk about the fizzy peel, okay? The fizzy peel will make magic here, basically. And now you would see. So we start with the aceite girasol. Okay, let me open this and just put it, maybe I would say like a half glass. Well, maybe a little bit more, well, it depends on you. Okay, I'm just gonna put, let's see. Yeah, up to here, well, maybe to match. maybe a little too much. Let me just, yeah, I'm gonna just pour a little bit out of here. So yeah, then we are adding water and you will see that something will happen here, okay? So we add water. Let me see if I can already see it. If I should add a little bit more water. I think it's fine. Yeah, okay, so what happens here? Where is water? Water is here and there is oil. You see that oil is at the top and water is at the bottom. Why is that? Why is water at the bottom? Well, water is at the bottom because oil is less dense than water. Okay, so oil would always float, all right, because this is what we're calling in English floating. It will always float on top of water, and water would always go down because it's more dense than oil. Okay, so you can see very, very well here, water here, oil here, even different colors. Okay, now let's add some drops of food coloring. As I said before, I'm gonna mix colors. Okay, I'm gonna mix colors here and I'm gonna add the red sunset and red. Okay, well, you can do it with whatever color you want. You know, as I said before, when we think about a volcano is boiling hot. It's very hot. Okay, magma and lava are hot. So let's add some drops here of one color. You can see how they float there. They go to the bottom. And the other color. Let's see if I can drop here. Oh, okay. Well, I think I've added a lot. We'll see if it goes very well. If it turns, if this magic can happen here. Well, we'll see in a second. All right. So now I can see that food coloring, yes, went down to the bottom. Okay. And well, let's see magic now, okay? It will take maybe up to 2 minutes. Well, we will see how much it will take, okay? So we put this fizzy pill inside the glass of water, okay? Sorry, a glass of wine, okay? We put it just inside and let it do its work. Well, we can already see that something is happening. It will take some time. Bubbles go up. And we'll see if we can see a volcano here. All right, it starts happening here. Yeah, definitely. Bubbles go up. It's just getting bigger. Magma is rising up. And lava is coming out. Look at this. Look at this. The peel fizzes up. It's getting bigger. It's just erupting now. I hope you can see it very well. I hope it works in your houses too. It's very, very simple, but it looks amazing. I'm always amazed when I look at it. Look at lava. That's lava, yeah, coming out after eruption. Volcano is getting bigger. Look, it moves. You can mix it with different colors if you want to, yeah, just to see the reaction. Maybe you can make a rainbow volcano at home. The peel is still fizzing. It looks amazing, right? If you have any questions, I'm sure that it has worked very well at your houses too, yeah, because it's a simple experiment. So if you want to add any questions, you can always ask some questions. Look at that. Now it's eruption. It's like a real eruption, yeah? So there is magma down here, and there's lava coming out. Down the crater. Out of the crater, actually. I'm gonna make it closer for you to see it, how it works. There's like a real eruption here, yeah. Magic happens. Now it has become much bigger, much bigger. There's like a big explosion here. And it will slowly come to an end. The very last bubbles, and that's all. Yeah. Yeah, the last bubbles, and yeah, and the reaction has finished. So if you have any questions, you can add me questions now about any experiments you would like to do at home. And I'm just gonna wait 2 more minutes, and then we will finish our session. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you learned something. I'm just gonna review briefly that volcano is made of magma inside the Earth's crust, inside the Earth's surface. Okay, and there's crater, and there's lava when it's outside. Yes, when after eruption. And I'm gonna add that when lava comes out, all right, and you know that the atmosphere is outside is much cooler. Like when we go outside, it's much cooler than deep in the surface, yeah? So you have to know that this lava cools down, okay? It becomes cold, and then it turns into a rock, okay? But this time it will be a solid rock, and it's called igneous rock, okay? Igneous rock. That's the name of the rock formed by lava after eruption. Well, I hope you enjoy it. If there are no questions here, I hope you liked it. And well, I hope we'll see again soon. Bye-bye. Have a very, very nice weekend.